Here's my thoughts on the game. Before I started playing Days Gone, right, I was thinking of games that I wanted to play, and I bounced around to a lot of different games. We tried out an MMO, we tried out Final Fantasy Online, enjoyed it, had a ton of fun with it. We tried some other indie games, we're having a ton of fun. In the back of my mind, I had seen Days Gone, the PC re-release, come about a couple times. I watched a couple trailers of it. I saw some videos here and there while I was offline, because I was just looking at it, and it was just the type of game I wanted to play. What I was not prepared for when I started this game. Yes, the motorcycle riding was amazing. Yes, the gunplay was fantastic. It was simple. It reminded me of Ghost Recon Wildlands. It was just, if you get headshots, it felt really, really clean, and it rewarded you for that regardless of the difficulty. And I really appreciate it when games do that. All of those things were true. Our immersion, fantastic. What I was not prepared for was the story. I wasn't prepared for a game that just was so intentional about being human and grounded and filled with hope. So many of the games that we play, it doesn't make it better or worse, but so many of them, I think of Last of Us, right? It's this game that it's got a shroud of hope, but ultimately it's this very selfish and dark game. This game had like a shroud of, you know, angstiness and anger and all that, but deep down, this game was about hope. And I loved that. And I was just so in the need of it and so excited to play a game like that. And it just delivered. The writing was so immersive because it pulled on heartstrings. It allowed you just to fall in love with these different characters. It allowed you to fall in love with these different factions and allowed you to hate other factions. And at times it wasn't very complex, but that's not a bad thing. It was a game telling a story that was human, and I think it just nailed it. And it had me coming back every single time we played it, and I was completely and utterly sucked in. It was just like I was a kid again. The cutscenes had me so excited to just sit back and see what was going to happen, because this story wasn't about me or us, right? It's not about us deciding what's going to happen. It was about going along for this story. And I felt from the very start of this game that this story ultimately wanted to take us to a good place, a positive place. To an extent, the game was trying to deliver this hope. It was trying to deliver a nice, and I mean this in a good way, like a campy, good feeling end of the game. It was trying for that, and I'm really glad that it did. Some people might jump into this and go, you know, the ending or the game, it's too simple or too this, but I would disagree. I feel like they nailed a feel-good game about hope in a very dark and crazy time, and it was an absolute blast. If you are interested in story-driven games, experiences that the story is the main catalyst, this game is a must-play. So, neighbors, neighborhood, and everybody else that took part in making this awesome game, cheers to you guys, cheers to Ben Studios, and cheers to John Garvin for writing a freaking feel-good, awesome experience. Cheers to everybody. Freaking sick. That was a blast. That was a blast.